My job is the rear tire carrier, so I'll jump off the wall, I'll follow my tire changer out to the right side of the car. He hits the lug nuts, boom, he backs up, jackman jacks the car, pulls that tire, I hang that tire. Sometimes I'll have an adjustment. There's 2 holes at the back of the car for adjustments on the car, and I'll carry a wrench out if that happens. Do the adjustments, then hang the tire, do the adjustment. Then we run around to the other side of the car. My tire gets rolled in from one of the behind the wall guys. Tire changer hits the lugs off, jackman jacks the car, tire changer pulls his tire off, and then I hang that tire, and that's a stop. And I mean, a great stop is anywhere from an 11 to a 10, you know, an average stop, 12, you know, you want to be in the 11s, 10s is like really good, 12s is like, man, something kind of went wrong, still okay, but you don't want to be getting above that 12 range.
Dear Lord, thank you for this day, thank you for this great cool weather.
Well, I played football at Bowling Green and went to school for exercise science, wanted to become a strength coach, was really into that aspect of football. And when my coaches, Coach Clausen, Coach Horgan, all of them left to go to Wake Forest, I went with them to do my internship to graduate BG. And my plan was to just hang on with them, stay with them, and become a strength coach with Coach Horgan, be one of his assistants. And I went down there, was doing the internship. One of the strength coaches, Dave Bass, who was already at Wake Forest, he came up to me and he said one day, he's like, hey man, you know, have you ever heard of pit crews for NASCAR? And I said, well, you know, I've heard of them. I was never really a huge NASCAR guy, but you know, I knew of it, and knew of pit crews. And he said, well, yeah, they like to get athletes when they're done playing football, basketball, wrestling, sports in college, when they're done with it, to come join these pit crews, because they say, you know, it's easier to make an athlete a mechanic and do these pit stops than to make a mechanic an athlete. So the trend was they're going towards athletes to do these pit stops to make them fast as they can be. So I contacted a couple different teams and got in contact with Brad Robinson at RCR. He was at the time kind of a developmental coach, and he's also a rear tire carrier at RCR. And he said, yeah, come on down, we'll check you out and see how you do, see if you like it. And came, did a little tryout, and he said, yeah, if you want to start coming and practicing and showing up and show us that you want to be here doing this, you know, we'll get you opportunities. And so you really start at the bottom and you've got to work your way up. I mean, I was doing super late model races, ARCA races, driving all over the country to do those races, and you know, I was making some money here and there, but you know, I knew in the long run if I worked hard, it would pay off, and you know, just keep my nose to the grindstone and keep doing what I had to do, it was going to pay off. And now 3 years later, I'm on a full-time Cup deal, full-time Xfinity deal. You know, I still want to improve, get better. There's always room to improve and still room to grow, and I'm always looking to do that. But you know, it's definitely been well worth it so far, and I love where I'm at right now.
I have a great relationship. They obviously got to put a lot of trust in me. I'm the one that's coming in at 50 miles an hour and coming to a complete stop, and they're jumping out in front of me. So, but we have a good relationship, and as the season goes on, the more you work with a certain group, you kind of learn each other's tendencies, and I can anticipate what they're doing on the pit stop. I know when it's good, bad, or whatnot, and how I can help them. So you got to be a cohesive group, and they're a huge part of what goes on in NASCAR.
I'm up on that wall and my heart's pumping, just like when I was, you know, playing football at BG, getting ready for the play to happen, calling out the signals, calling out the directions and stuff at linebacker. I mean, your heart's pumping. But once you start getting in the flow of things, you start settling down. But I mean, it's still great to get that nervous feeling, that energetic and anxious feeling when you're up on the wall, just like when it was playing football. So a lot of pressure. You don't want to mess up. I mean, inevitably mess-ups are going to happen. You don't want to be that guy, but you know, it's all fun. It's a great time, and you know, it's a very pressure-filled job, but you got to thrive in pressure. So.